Hello, and welcome to Manifestation Monday. Invitations is what I want to dive deeper into. I spoke about this on my story today on my Instagram, and I want to address that. Every moment is an invitation. Every moment is an opportunity to deepen into your relationship with self, into your relationship with self through other people, through circumstances, through situations, through your health, through your finances, through your home, through whatever that is. And what I mean by connection to self is connection to God, light, source, consciousness, whatever word that you want to use. So I had a situation today. I had to spend a lot of time with someone who I wouldn't even say I have a problem with. It's like there's no neutrality, but they were quite being aggressive and it just didn't resonate. And at some point when my ego would take me kind of in those places of, gosh, I don't want to be here, or God, why are they being so difficult? I remember that it's an invitation. I remember that everything in your life is an invitation. And when we see anything less than perfection, divinity, God, life, source, consciousness in another person, it's not about them. It just shows us how disconnected we are. So my work there was really looking into, wait a second, where am I judging? Where is it that I am trying to put the other person in a box? Where is it that I'm labeling them? And okay, so this is what they are. Or they're the problematic one right now, right? It's like our ego goes into those labels so that we can understand how to handle the situation. And I've spoken about this before, and I love this quote, Eckhart Tolle's quote: "From the moment you name the bird, you never see a bird again." So what I realized there was that even that notion of, right, there's that defensiveness. They say something and I go, oh, why are they being so difficult? That's a label right there. Oh, they're the difficult one. So from that moment, my ego, my perception of them isn't neutral anymore. It's not loving. It's, right, I'm expecting something difficult from this person. Like, I gotta have my shield ready. Instead of, and this is just, in regards to words, in regards to body language, in regards to action, in regards to energy, because there's just energy behind all of that. So first of all, and this isn't for the other person, this isn't for the situation, this isn't for the circumstance, this is for you. You get to clear these places where your perception of the world isn't what it is, where your perception of the world is through the sword and the shield, where your perception of the world is just blocked by, again, that judgment, those limiting stories, limiting belief systems. And even though I've done so much of my work over the years, and I mean, this is what I teach, like, these things still come up. Yes, I can absolutely move through this quickly. I mean, this might take me I might not even have this awareness right away if I didn't do this work. So I was able to move through it quite quickly, and then just feeling this bliss and peace. And I actually recorded a message for a dear friend of mine of just like, ooh, it feels like I'm in the spa. I'm driving in the car with this person, and I feel like I'm in the spa, like my body's so relaxed. And I'm just at ease, and I feel held by God, life, source, consciousness. Even though a few minutes ago there was just this discomfort. But so the invitation is, whenever there's a contraction, can you expand? Whenever, let's say in that dynamic, right, it's like you feel defensive. So the ego wants to contract. I got to protect myself. And instead of that opening, how can I love the other person more? How can I be more vulnerable and open right now and say what's really coming up for me? What am I really afraid of? Why is this triggering? How do I feel? Again, we're not doing this for the other person, because some people, as when I go into explaining this, they go into, well, why should I do anything for them when they're not doing that? You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you, because you understand that everyone around you is your reflection of you. And isn't it worth for you to see your divinity? That is what you're committed to. And another point of this, when I hear this kind of feedback, You're not doing it for the other person. When we express ourselves, there's a difference between expressing from this place of, I need to be understood, and why don't they get me? Or I want them to see my point of view, so they're going to be nicer to me. Not from that, but from, this is just my personal expression. And whether they get it, whether they don't get it, whether they judge it, whether they condemn it, I don't care. I didn't say it for them. I said it for me. Because that is, again, God, life, source, consciousness expressing itself through me, and I'm allowing that expression. So when there comes this, and that's the ego talking, well, why should I do anything for them? Or why should I be nice right now? You're not doing it for them on so many levels. You're doing it for you. This is you showing up for you. So my invitation today's Monday, Manifestation Monday. And the reason I'm bringing this in here, because this is manifestation. When we are judging other people, when we're condemning them, we don't have that clarity of that energy within ourselves. It's not clear, it's not pure. And manifesting from that is very difficult, because we're still holding on to, where's it not safe? Where's it, the sword and the shield? Manifestation is really difficult when you have that in your field. So this week, whenever you're getting triggered, if you're able to, going into what would love do right now, or what would understanding do right now, what would compassion do right now, and just taking a deep breath into the body of that energy, summoning it, of that quality, what would that do? Number one, if you're not there, just getting curious about, I'm judging this thing about them. Like, for example, they don't hear me. Where is it that you are actually not hearing them? Because oftentimes the thing to do really is to give that which we want. You can't give what you don't have. You can't receive what you don't have. That's how it goes. You can't receive what you don't have. So therefore, it is about giving, because when you give it, you affirm, I have something to give. So if it is needing to be heard, how can you give it first, affirming that I already have it, so that more of it can come to you? Tuning into that abundance that you have in your life, the abundant co-creator that you are, the co-creator with life. One that doesn't lack, this is something that I was working recently with a client of mine, one who asks, because so many of us have trouble asking and receiving. It's like, oh, I don't want to be, burden. And I'm making a point to not need other people. And I've absolutely been in that place. It's like, I'm kind of creating this community around the support system, but I'm going to make sure that I don't need them, because I don't want to be in that situation of needing, of asking for help. And we get to go from that lack of, oh, if I'm supported, it's wrong. And at the same time, subconsciously, like, we all want to be supported. We all want that community. And at the same time, we're afraid of it because we don't want to be dependent for some. So we get to turn that to, I get to ask for what I want like a king or a queen. I get to powerfully affirm what I need and to ask for it and to receive it. And that begins by first asking, it's that giving. I'm vocalizing to God, life, source, consciousness, what I need. I'm vocalizing to a person what I need, free of attachment. Because with every request, you know that a particular person is not the source of that which you want. They're a channel, and you get to be the source. So oftentimes we, let's say, put our energy in one direction and we expect results from this direction, and we get that result from somewhere else. And I've definitely been in that situation. I was so frustrated. It's like, but I put so much work into this. And my teacher pointed out to me, yeah, but isn't that the result that you wanted anyway? And it came from somewhere else. But that energy that you were putting in paid off in a different way. And why are you so attached to the way in which it comes forth? So many points here. I didn't even intend to go this deep today. Giving that which you want, offering that to another person, and seeing how life brings it back to you. I thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'm going to send a newsletter, my newsletter about an upcoming free event that I have at the end of the week. And if you're not on my newsletter, go check down below. There's actually a 3 practices that I offer for free. And when you sign up for that, then you're automatically on my newsletter and you're going to receive that update about the upcoming event. So I thank you so much for being here, and I'm wishing you a powerful week, remembering that your triggers are powerful invitations, and that's actually the way to that most powerful version of your life. Many blessings.